Hello again, grade 8 learners. It's nice to see you virtually. I am Teacher Jack, your teacher in English 8. And for the continuation of our topic, the evaluative persuasive text, we will now be talking about the types of claims. But before that, let us have a recap. From our previous topic, let's define each words. Number 1, we have the facts. Number 2, opinions. Number 3, claims. Number 4, evidence. And number 5, argument. Have you written down all of those definitions on your notebook? If yes, that's great. Let us have first a recap on our previous topic, which is about facts and opinions. Now, what is a fact? A fact is a proven piece of information, whether a statement can be verified in a reference source such as an encyclopedia, a dictionary, a map, or history books. Facts are things that happened in the past or actually happening right now. It can be supported by an evidence. How about an opinion? This is a belief, judgment, or a way of thinking about something. These are the expressions that something is good or bad in some ways that are usually opinions. Now let's discover what are the types of claims. But first, let's define what are the 7 key characteristics of claims. Claims are phrased as statements and not questions. The goal of the claim is to promote a pro versus con debate style environment. Claims are phrased against the status quo in order to create the potential for controversy. Number 3. Claims should be phrased in an unbiased manner so that both sides have an equal opportunity to advocate, support, and defend their positions. Number 4. Properly phrased claims should be as specific as possible. Number 5. Effective claims promote a pro or con argumentative environment. Number 6. The claim should be phrased so that the burdens or obligations and responsibilities of each arguer are clear to both sides involved in the debate. And finally, number 7. Both sides debate the same claim. Now, these are the 7 key characteristics of claims which we're about to discuss later on. Now, let us find out what are the types of claims. First, a claims of fact are often qualified by such terms as generally, probably, or as a rule. And to verify whether these statements are claim of fact or not, ask these following questions. Is it debatable? Is it verifiable? Specific? Can it be solved objectively? These are some of the examples. Number 1, the earth revolves around the sun. This is a well-established scientific fact supported by a vast amount of evidence. Number 2, the population of the world is over 8 billion people. This is a demographic fact supported by data from an international organizations. And number 3, the unemployment rate in this country is currently 5%. This is an economic fact based on official government statistics. The second type of claim is the claim of policy. that advocates a specific course of action. It asserts that specific policies should be instituted as solutions to problems. It argues that certain conditions should exist. Almost always should or ought to or must are included in the claim. The examples of types of policy are: all schools should require students to take a foreign language class. Second, we should ban single-use plastic bags to reduce pollution. And finally, the government should provide universal health care for all citizens. So it has to be have, should, or ought to, or must to consider as the type of claim of policy. And finally, we have the claims of value that involve judgments and evaluations. It judges whether something is good or bad, right or wrong, just or unjust, ethical or non-ethical, and others. We judge the worth of something. It attempts to prove something that are more or less desirable than others. Now, here are the examples. It is better to be feared than to love. It expresses a belief that fear inspires obedience, while love might be led to manipulation. Next, cheating is not good. It expresses the belief that cheating is wrong because it gains an unfair advantage and undermines the spirit of competition or task completion. And finally, helping others in need is the most important thing in life. This is a moral value judgment about the importance of compassion. Now, let's take a look at the three different informations using the types of claims. First, teenagers spend an average of 7.5 hours per day on social media platforms. This is an example of claim of fact. For claim of policy, social media companies should implement stricter age verification procedures to limit access for young teenagers. And for the claim of value, social media interaction can be a valuable tool for fostering connection and community among teenagers. But it's important to balance that with real-world experiences. These are some of the justifications based on the given examples. For the claim of fact, it is already verifiable with data. It focuses on the quantifiable impact, including the time spent. For the claim of policy, it advocates for a specific course of action. It also proposes an action to address a potential issues arising from the impact. And for the claim of value, it expresses a judgment about the value of social media among teenagers, judges the overall worth of social media for teenagers, acknowledging both positive and negative aspects. And as we wrap up our lesson for today, let us have first an exercises. Read and identify the types of claims used in each statement. Write COF for claim of fact, COP for claim of policy, and COV for claim of value. Write your answer on the space provided before each sentence in a sheet of paper. We have number 1, the Great Wall of China is the longest man-made structure in the world. Number 2, all students should wear uniforms to school. Number 3, chocolate chip cookies are the best kind of cookie. Number 4, the Amazon rainforest is vital to the health of the planet. Number 5, we should invest more resources in renewable energy sources. Number 6, honesty is the best policy. Number 7, the population of the earth is over 8 billion people. Number 8, video games can improve problem-solving skills. Number 9, recycling is a waste of time. And number 10, wearing a seatbelt is the law. Do you want to find out the answers? Well, let us exchange your paper with your seatmate or your companion while watching this video. Here are the following answers. Number 1, COF. Number 2, COP. Number 3, COV. Number 4, COF. Number 5, COP. Number 6, COV. Number 7, COF. Number 8, COV. Number 9, COV. And number 10, COF. If you got all the correct answers, great job! I hope you learned something from this lesson for today. And that ends our lesson 1. I hope you learned something and leave us a message on the comment section. Again, this is Miss Jessica Marie S. Bermeo, your teacher in English 8. Have a great day and see you around and wait for our next video. Goodbye everyone!